So I watched the newest episode of Gotchard,
Okay.
which I think I already said that.
So, what do you think of the debut of that form?
Motherfucking train hands.
And at least we're gonna get it for at least I think he has like roughly estimated to be like 3, 4 episodes. So we'll have it for a bit.
So I was thinking about this earlier. Um, how like the escalation of Hotaro's forms and like power.
Hmm.
So it all started because of Dread Type Zero.
Yeah, because
Because
that's
he couldn't
when.
beat him with his regular power set, so he got the Gotcha Caliber and started using the power of the number 10 cards, although he only really used two of them.
Only two, sadly.
Because not long after, Garyon showed up and started empowering the Malgums to the point where the level 10 cards just weren't enough to deal with them.
Daybreak came in and all that stuff happened.
And we got Gotchard Fire, which was more adept at fighting the gold Malgums.
And also, Daybreak was voiced by an Ultra actor, aka one of Zero's old posts, which is still funny to me.
Still love the fact that it's like when I ended up picking my Garo, everybody was like, "We have our zero" or something to that effect.
We've got a zero.
You got a Zero! Well, because Zero's like the second most prominently known Makai Knight in the franchise.
Yeah, like
Which,
Zero
if
is
he's
in.
that popular, I'm surprised nobody else took him first.
Well,
Well,
go ahead, Jerry.
I already have a preference for a certain type of armor. Zero's cool and all, but I have a preference for a certain type of armor, aka the Crow stuff from the fourth series.
Also, I wanted something that wasn't a sword.
Which is rare because very few Makai Knights actually you don't use a sword.
Like even
Fair enough.
Zero predominantly uses two swords.
Don't
Yeah,
ask me to wield three.
don't worry, no one uses three. We're not going Zoro up in here.
No, you're
You know,
zero,
like,
not Zoro.
but Zero's like the second most popular Makai Knight. Heck, he has two like side stuff to series to himself.
hmm One of which I remember watching, and the main antagonist was a white dude.
Yep, Thane Camus.
Yeah, and he looked like blonde Elvis.
Funny enough,
Johnny
he's
Bravo
in
then?
no, and what's even funnier about that? That actor appeared in the debut of the Crow armor set that I like. I mean,
He
plus
was
he has
also that
Steve
actor was
Bill.
also in Ghost.
Yeah, Steve Bills.
It was weird not to see him with the pompadour.
A little bit. Yeah, I remember one of the Zero specials had freaking Toki Sango in it.
Oh
Same one with the white guy.
yeah. Hey, Jiva. Kind of,
Hey,
yeah.
Eva.
We're sort of. This is part of We Dig Giant Robots, which is a 2-week event because we were not prepared at all.
Because in reality, we all like giant robots.
Yep.
I mean, everybody digs giant robots.
Yep.
Exactly.
You
Even
dig
if they
giant
say
robots.
otherwise.
I dig giant robots. Chicks dig giant robots.
We dig giant
Even if
robots.
even if they happen to say otherwise.
I love how you just casually went and referenced the Megas XLR theme.
I mean, that's where I brought the title in from.
Yep.
All right. So, hello everyone. We are back as always. 18 seconds till ad. Fuck.
I'm already in a double ad. I just started.
Well, we're here to play. And the ad started. Fuck.
Dramatic tension. Let's go.
We are here to play ad break.
I've played that game. It sucks.
Yeah, it does.
All you do is play commercials for unsuspecting morons.
I keep on clicking skip ad, but it's not skipping.
Oh no, that's hell.
Every time. Oh no! Every time you click skip ad, it adds like 6 more.
There.
Hey,
Yes.
I think will be as bad as the whole
You know
B
what-
movie being an ad.
You know what else? Chicks love.
What?
Hold on, actually, hold on. I think someone's at the door. Hi, I'm Alucard. I just wanted to say that glitches love cannons.
Oh my god.
Jiva says, I don't really know much about giant robots, but I do think they're cool. See? Even people who don't know about giant robots like giant robots.
I mean,
You understand the appeal. That's all that matters.
Transformers was one hell of a gateway drug to get me into the mecha genre.
Mm-hmm.
Say again, Taro?
You wouldn't be much of a Toku fan if you didn't love giant robots.
True.
No, you just have to only prefer the really, really old stuff.
Also true.
There's that one Sentai fan that only prefers Go Ranger and Jekka.
Because there
would've
were
made
no stupid giant robots in there.
I would make a joke
Yeah,
about
well,
Gar, but I
screw
knew
you,
not
buddy.
like that.
You mean the only 2 non-super Sentais?
Yep.
Bottom.
But yeah, we are here today. We being me, Vegas Bear, Mekumon, Taro, and Jerry. For the finale of We Dig Giant Robots.
And we're ending it with a bang. Giant
Gundam
robot
Breaker.
model kits.
Oh, say again.
Giant robot model kits.
Yep.
I've been getting loud like
Gundam
that.
Breaker, let's go. And it's funny, just in time for the announcement of the 4th one.
Mm-hmm.
It's another case of a game I suggested offhand ending up being played on stream. Do I just have this? Do I have a Gios or something?
You might.
I mean, then again, as a Bakuman, I am a subspecies of Gatomon, and they have hypnotic powers.
Then you have the close approximation to a Gios.
Okay, so I don't remember. What
I am
the fuck
genuinely
I was
not kidding. Like, hey, Gatomon actually do have a hypnosis attack. The dub calls it Cat's Eye.
doing. Gundam Racer.
Ooh.
Beanie Boy.
Oh yeah, Gundam Lucifer.
A
I
significantly better Gundam Lucifer than the one Red wanted to make.
uh
You wanna say something here, Alabama?
I forgot I used the I guess I used a piece of the GM Command Space Head.
You decapitated Ultraman, how could you?
You know what? Since we're playing this game, I might as well pop my own copy in.
Okay,
I'm gonna play one of these games.
assembly. Head.
I don't form the head.
I know someone had to have made a Voltron custom in here.
I mean, people are thinking of making a launching getter custom.
Oh, I've seen people make physical Getter Gundams before. They're awesome. It's a kit bash of the Age 2 and the Master Gundam.
That'll do it.
I don't think I have the head for this anymore.
What did you
Well,
use?
you know how to fix that. I wish I could stream my own copy because of Helios.
Oh my god.
Why does that look so cursed?
Because it's a master grade head on a high grade body.
Mom said it was my turn not being an Ultra today.
So what body did you use? Shining Gundam or Rising Gundam?
Let's see. Rising Gundam.
Fair enough.
For the arms,
So
I
fun
use
fact-
Zeta. I use Victory for the legs. Golf Custom for the
Goof.
Goof.
Oof.
So, I'm going to ask you this. Do you want to build an O Gundam in here? The Predator mobile suit from Gundam 00. The Gundam off of which every other celestial being mobile suit spawned.
I'm good.
I was about to say, because I did have some actual notes written down for her, like, builders parts you use to make a Destiny Gundam torso look like the O Gundams. And I thought I'd share them if you were interested.
Okay.
You said no, though, so, okay.
Here we have we have Gundam Kuga.
I might just make a master grade version of that torso with the builder's parts, though, now that I've got the notes.
If you can probably tell, I used a lot of Strike Gundam parts for this.
Strike
Throw
Gundam,
that.
I'm not very versatile in that respect.
Hey,
Yes.
then you use Victory for your legs, yeah?
For Ultraman, yes.
Well, technically it's Ultraman Victory.
Oh,
Ah.
shut up.
Have you... I see an Alex Rebirth in there.
Yep. I also
I
have
see multiple Alex R's of that.
I have Gundam B, Alex R, my boy, my
Which
baby.
I'm still... like, I will treasure the memory of finishing that custom on stream and handing it over to you, and the sheer joy you express holding it up to the camera.
The Alex R full.
Oh, Vanguardian, you have no idea. Like, compared to more recent Gundam Breaker games, like the one we're about to get, this is nothing.
The B1D13, based off an imaginary friend I had as a kid called Birdie. The Alex Rebirth.
Honestly, some of these are a lot more creative than what I've been doing.
Birdie Proto.
That's not bad, actually.
And B1D13 version 1. And of course, Gundam Racer.
God, man, I'm gonna have a lot of fun just doing all this whenever I play forwards. I want to get forward.
So, may I list off the names of some of the customs I've made? I
Yes.
emphasize the word. I emphasize the word some because I have used up almost the entire plans list.
Oh shit.
So the very first one is a very special custom to me. I call it Origin, but it's not based on anything from Gundam the Origin. So, time for a short backstory. My first Gundam Breaker game was the mobile game. Back when they called it Gundam Battle Gunpla Warfare or something to that effect. And my main custom in Gundam Breaker Mobile was a custom Rising Gundam that swapped out the backpack for that of the Gun Archer from Gundam 00. And here's what I made for it. I actually tried to keep the color scheme of the original Rising Gundam intact, even on the new backpack. The rifle is the Dual Gundam's 57mm high-energy beam rifle. So you've got the shots and the grenade. The beam saber, I went through a lot of beam sabers, so I didn't have any specific one. Same with the rifle, so these are a bit more, you know, flexible. I used my S Gundam beam saber because it was my best beam saber at the time. Still kinda is. Head, body, arms and legs are all Rising Gundam. Backpack is the Gun Archer, and the shield is the new Gundam shield. This was my main in the mobile game before it eventually started to overheat and change my phone too much, taking too much data. I regretted having to permanently shelve that thing, but I had to do it to keep my phone alive. So when I eventually got time for this game, it took me a lot longer than I'm willing to admit, but I did eventually build it. Next up in the list is a variant of the Rising Gundam, instead swapping out the Gun Archer backpack for the Gundam Dynamite's GN drive. I gave it a multi-blue color scheme and called it Rising Topaz Gundam. And before anyone mentions this, yes, Topazes can and do come in blue. They're not always yellow. That said, this one continues the trend of almost entirely Rising Gundam with the exception of the backpack. The shield is now from Blue Destiny Unit 3, the beam saber remains the same, and the rifle is now the Unicorn Gundam Steam Magnum. And then we get into my baby, the lineage of Shining Emerald Gundam. Bear is way too familiar with this machine by now.
Yep. Also, I am gonna need your ass.
And I love it. So, much like the Rising Topaz Gundam is basically a stock Rising Gundam with the Dynamite's GN drive and connector equipment, this is basically a stock Shining Gundam with a new paint scheme, Gundam Exia's backpack, the Blue Destiny Unit 3 Shield, S Gundam Beam Saber, and the Magnum for the Unicorn. The custom color scheme consists of metallic green, matte purple, and gold. And when in super mode, the glowing colors are all blue. All the parts that were originally white have stayed white. Shining Emerald 2 swapped out the torso for that of Gundam X, and the backpack for 00 Gundam. The melee weapon is now the martial arts mobile two-hand, and the rifle is a beam Gatling gun from the Unicorn Gundam.
I forgot I gave this thing fucking Trans Am.
I also happened to give it a Gerber straight katana from the Builder Straight part, because at the time I was trying to recreate what my Shining Emerald 2 looked like. I just have to use the wrong torso, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Shining Emerald 3 is where things get neat. In that it actually closer resembles much a physical Shining Emerald 2 than the one in the game. So remember how I said I was able to customize a Destiny Gundam torso to look like the O Gundam? That's what I did with this one. Commander antenna, angled sensor, hers, an eye field generator, her, or EN field generator, a circular sensor, all there. So, the arms, legs, and head remain Shining Gundam. The torso is that custom Destiny Gundam torso to resemble the O Gundam. The backpack is Axia's with a builder's part to put a larger Geodrive tone over it. I took advantage of that, so I have the Geodrive itself being one color and the builder's part being another, so I have multiple particle colors coming out of there. Yeah, turns out you can do that.
Turns out you can slaughter a whole bunch of suits with just the bolts.
I love that. I just love this game, man. So, the shield is the Destiny's anti-beam shield. The rifle is a Jim Beam ray gun, and for the melee, we've got back to the S Gundam Beam Saber. Next up, we have the two variants of what I call perfect Shining Emerald. This is a very old build, back when I was just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. Unicorn's Beam Magnum, S Gundam Beam Saber, Shining head, body, arm, and legs, 00 Gundam's backpack, Blue Destiny 3 shield, and for builder's parts, I have a Sazabi style beam cannon in the belly.
I already beat the boss, but the conversation is still going.
I love when that happens. It's so silly. But yeah, I call it Sazabi style because of where I placed it. In all honesty, I think the builder part more resembles the Double Zeta's high mega cannon.
Oh, this guy's sexist too. Great.
Perfect Shining Emerald alternate build swaps out the Shining's arms for Rising Gundam's arms, but basically has the same default build.
That was easy.
And then there's the Shining Gundam Psycho Frame. Where I have Unicorn Gundam's legs, Shining's head and torso, Banshee's arms, specifically the ones with the armed armor equipment, customize some build his parts so the shoulders at least resemble the Shining Gundams via some clever use of eye field
私の
generators
名前はミサ。はじめまして。よろしくね。
and
こ
Double O's
の辺じゃ
backpack.
見ない顔だけど、どこかのチームに入ってるの？え、入ってない？
I love how like everything here is Gundam.
私の地元は小さな商店街なんだけど、
And
駅
now,
前に百貨店ができ
allow
て
me
か
to
らお
introduce
客
you
さんが減っちゃ
to
ってね。
my O Gundam build.
タイムズユニバースって聞いたことあるでしょ？
I've already described how the torso is built, so let me
百
see
貨店
go
だけ
into
じゃ
more
なくて、い
detail
ろ
on
ん
the
な
rest.
事業をやってる
I
外国
used
の
a
すご
propeller
く大
tank
きな
to
会社。
mimic the beam saber on the
最近は
backpack.
宇宙事業にも参入してるらしいよ。まあ
Like it's,
そのタイムズユニバース百貨店
cylindrical,
の
you
駅
can make
前
it
に
look
で
like a
きて
beam saber there.
うちの商店街のお客さんみんな取られちゃったんだ。
Jiva asks, wait, you can kill other Gundams, the other Gundams with the shield?
私は商店街
Yeah,
の名前でガンプラ
sometimes
チ
the
ームを
shields
作
come
っ
with
て
additional
商
weapons.
店街の宣伝をしようと思いついたって
Ain't
わけ。
option equipment of last.
つまり我が綾人商店街ガンプラチームに君をスカウトしたいんだよ。
So, would you like to hear what the full O Gundam build is?
ただいま
Well,
おかえ
for
り。
my take, there's
ー。あのね父さん、
a few alternate options.
紹介したい人がいるの。
ああ、チームメンバー
For
見
the
つかったのかい
arms and legs, I
あの
used
さ、
Gundam Age 1,
君はまさか娘の
specifically the Age 1 normal.
許さん、表に出ろとかないの？
And for the
Nice.
head, I used the Gundam Mark II
すまないね、君。
AU.
強引に誘われたんだろ。ミサの父の雄一です。
Interesting.
よろしくね。ところで、もうすぐ
For
タウンカッ
weapons,
プが
I
始まる
kept
だ
the
ろ。
S Gundam Beam
参加
Saber,
登
I
録
gave
して
it
お
a
いたよ。
beam spray gun for the
そう
gym,
だった。まずはタウンカップ優
and
勝
for
を目
the
指して
shield, I
頑張ろ
used the
う。
Destiny Gundam's anti-beam shield.
これからよろしく。
The weapons and shield are... Honestly, most of this is pretty damn flexible. Really, the only thing you need to make sure it's an O Gundam is that custom torso. For instance, there's a variant where I swapped out the arms with
新しい
Jin 2
機体の
arms.
プランでも思いついた？
Another variant, which I called O Gundam Alternate, just to see what it would look like, using the Impulse Gundam's torso instead of the Destiny's.
Okay, so I need 33,000 GP to get the GM command space.
Well, lucky for you,
GP が足り
Mission
ないよ。
2 gives you plenty of gym commands to beat the crap out of.
Nice.
Also, I find it hilarious how we're both using Celestial Being pilot suits.
Yeah.
Yours is orange, mine is green. Which,
What's
you know,
up, Taro?
shouldn't I be the one in orange?
Well, character, I was just carrying my phone. But now I remember this thing from a couple of streams ago.
Oh?
Jerry. D. Would you like to see what playlist of aliens you'd get if you had an Omnitrix?
Ah.
Oh no.
Would you like to?
Sure.
Fun fact. When I shared in private messages with Taro my real name to do this, one of my extra aliens was actually Pesky Dust, so I got my favorite out of the bunch. And my stock loadout wasn't too bad either. Oh, by the way, I also have an Alex R in my build list.
Nice.
It was sentimental. I couldn't help myself.
You have a monochrome colored Omnitrix. And your aliens are Buzzshock, Overflow, Astrodactyl, Heat Blast, Cannonbolt, Lux, Swampfire, Terraspin, Upgraded, and Brainstorm. That's your first 10, anyway.
Interesting.
You got a black and white Omnitrix. Neat. Mine was neon. It
My-
still burns my eyes to look at it.
I think mine was
Yeah.
also black and white. Or was it green?
It was. Well, one was. The other was green.
You also get amphibian fast track and forearms.
Fast track? Lame.
It's spicy.
I mean, if you're going from, what was it, Wally West to Barry Allen, maybe?
Speedy on, I want to accelerate, not fast track.
I mean, Bear got both of them at the same time.
And also, both me and Epsilon got Scourge.
I don't need no living cheat code, thank you.
So we both can use our playlist abilities outside of the actual alien forms.
Alex
There is a
R.
symbiote that is able to utilize DNA in the Omnitrix to
Launch it.
augment and other aliens with powers from yet more aliens. For instance, giving Chromastone a Celestial Sapien arm and sword.
タウンカップまであんまり時間ないからね。ゲーセンでも公式大会でも
This is why I call Skirt a living cheat code.
ガンプラバトルシミュレーターは
Because Ben doesn't even have to transform for Skirt to do this.
こうして CPU 制機体と戦闘するのが基本で
Also, what makes it a cheap run that people who don't have skills rely on.
他のチームとエンカウントしたら直接バトルになるんだよ。
Yeah, if you get Skirt, you got a skill issue. I'll say it. I have said it.
ゲーセンでプレイしてると
Well, would you look at that? Someone finally beat you at your own game, Taro.
No, seriously. So I'm just having fun with you. Oh, I almost forgot. I actually did my own take on an Adele build this year.
Oh, really?
If you wanted to take a shot at that later on, I can tell you about it.
Oh.
I'm gonna let you finish this mission first.
I blew up.
Who am I kidding? I can just list off some of the parts now. You'll probably retain some of it. And I said probably not to imply a short attention span, but because you are distracted and you're trying not to die.
Yep.
So, I did import a number of parts from the Gundam Age 1 Normal because it doesn't make sense. So did the Adele proper. Bits that came from the Age 1 Normal include the shield, the leg, and the torso. And the dodge rifle. You could also take the beam sabers, I didn't. So, here's what else I use. The head, I use a Stark Jagan.
Okay.
It could be any Jin head, I guess, because that's just the one I have to use. Another trying to that.
Better with the Jagan.
It just looks better with the Jagan. I like the fact that I could recreate the pin strap. For the backpack, I use the Altron Gundam, and the small version. And for the arms, I use Lightning Gundam.
I don't know what I just did, but I did it.
You did the thing.
I think you just use your burst power.
I just stood still, and they just started blowing up.
Again, whatever your burst power was, I think you used it. For instance, the my builds, I just happened to default to Moonlight Butterfly.
my god.
Speaking of which, I do have a full Tornado.
Sure. Gundam?
Was that an actual name, or is it talking about what you're getting in the Gundam fight? I've never heard of that.
Okay, there is actually something called the Fight Gundam. SP.
Ah,
I will save it real quick, and I will put it in the chat.
I think it is close combat oriented.
Okay, in our voice chat, I just posted a picture of a Fight Gundam.
Alright. Why is this mission so much harder than it should be?
That thing actually doesn't look that bad.
I lost my arm!
Fight Gundam.
It's honestly not that bad. So,
According to the Gundam Wiki, this was in the manga Gundam Build Diaper Rise.
So, the only answer I can give you, Bear, is that in my experience, the game will actually sort of pseudo-adapt difficulty depending on how you do.
Okay. Also, that's a Fight Gundam? Neat.
Yep.
Alright, but here's the second one.
The second one will be MS Gen 001X Land Combat Type Gundam Delta Kai.
Ooh, a Delta Kai is actually a really good one. So, the Delta Kai descends from the Delta Squad and the Delta Gundam. Basically, you have a transforming Gyaku Ziki with 10,000 DC anti-beam. What was that?
Your turn.
Oh dear.
Your first
Ooh. I'm jealous.
So,
That's
the
pretty good.
Gundam Hazel is a hilarious case of, they call it a Gundam, but in its early stages, it was a gym with a Gundam head for psychological warfare purposes. It was a test machine used by the Titans for further development. It is one of the machines that ultimately spawned the Gundam Mark II.
Oh, I know why I'm standing still. I have the satellite phone in first mode.
And your second Gundam shall be the Mark III Red Bullets.
Mark III what?
Red Bullets.
Ooh. Star Ashable colors for the Gundam Mark III.
Oh god, a victory Gundam!
Oh no. Who's up here for revenge? So, may I ask you to, I'm assuming that one was for Make One. Use my real name when I go to the other search, and let's see what else I get.
I was gonna go through all four, then I'll do the one.
Fair enough. So-
Jerry, your turn.
Here we go.
The MSW004 yes.
spell it?
K-E-S-E or E-S.
Petringale. Okay.
And it's the maneuver experience, whatever that means.
Sounds like a multiple equipment type.
The second one was XPX-0 Gundam. I'm not really trying to pronounce that, so
I just love the fact that my first batch gave me the freaking Hazel, and then upgraded me to the Mark III. I completely switched
Liberate!
to Mark
Yes!
II.
What?
One of my two Gundams is the Lubrin. The Liprin. The Liprin. Yay!
I'm gonna need like pictures to go with these names because I'm blanking hard.
You know the prototype machine from Wish for Mercury's prologue?
Yes.
White with rabbit ears?
Yes.
That's the Liprin.
Oh.
That's one of
In
mine.
other words, you got the proto-Aryan.
Nice.
This is the Zestrial. Check.
apparently I get GN006.
Terror Gundam, you got a sniper.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
A sniper with shield bits that can float around you and protect you from fire from all angles.
That's my first one. The second one is X7 S1
I have no idea.
Allen.
There is no image on the wiki. Oh, I found it.
What did you say it was?
Found an image.
This thing apparently.
Oh.
Did it just say TR1 Hazel or Hazel Custom?
One moment. Oh wait, crap.
Wait,
Crap. Can I give it one
say the name of the Avalanche one again, Tom. Yeah, and then it's this I found.
Oh, it's just one I found to put in green.
Oh, finally,
Yeah,
one
I
of the
was gonna
victory
say,
Gundams
yeah.
is down.
Yeah, I was gonna show you the Gundam Hazel there.
Yeah, just get some don't touch it.
Let's go.
I don't think this thing happened. Your real first step is the beginning of day,
Okay, neat.
and your second one is
Well, that sucks. I don't know, but I don't like that name.
oh,
It was in Bill Burr's Try.
Oh, holy fies. I think this is it.
Justin Ventus, what up? Not much, just playing some Gundam Breaker 3. Got my ass kicked.
He doesn't have to have the her 16. One your previous one got. The Delta Gundam was what got eventually refined into the Hyakushiki.
Okay.
It was meant to be a transforming machine, but the frame was not quite ready for it, to say the least.
Gimme, 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 gimme.
Vegas time?
Strike Rouge. So, the Strike Gundam, and by extension the Strike Rouge, are multi-mode mobile suits that have swappable equipment in the form of striker packs.
Nice. What you rocking?
First off, let me get the image of the Gundam Mark III that you were just talking about. Then I'll get you a Strike Rouge image. Best part is, I don't have to search Google for it. I have one on the shelf, so I can just take a picture of my model kit.
My Gundam apparently plays Yu-Gi-Oh!
Dual Gundam. Oh. Dual Gundam.
No, Pharaoh.
Pharaoh.
Pharaoh, Gundam.
Might be another SD.
Wait, hold on.
Oh wait. That's from G Gundam, Neo Egypt representative.
Yep.
I'm too used to
All-
the English sub calling it the Mummy Gundam.
Mummy Gundam.
Like, excuse me?
See, G Gundam changed a lot of names in translation for fear of offending people. For instance, its title mobile suit, the God Gundam, got switched to Burning Gundam in the English dub. Or Neo Mexico's Tequila Gundam getting changed to freaking Spike Gundam.
Here is the Mummy / Pharaoh Gundam, Taro.
And here is the Strike Rouge.
I see, I like that now.
Like I said, it's a multi-mode mobile suit with a variety of different equipment. You want to see what a Strike Gundam looks like with all of its original equipment attached at the same time?
It looks like a clusterfuck.
It looks like this.
Oh my god.
If equipment that can work together, but by no means should be used together. Because it's heavy, it consumes a lot of power, and the main drawback I should let you know is that the Strike Gundams are all battery powered. In their universe, there was a device called the neutron jammer that was utilized all around the Earth sphere and prevented nuclear reactions. The nuclear power plants got forcibly shut down. Nuclear power mobile crews were basically inoperable for a time.
That is my actual view.
So, you want to see that Hazel Gundam, my guy? This is the Gundam TR1 Hazel.
Look at that thing, guy.
I wonder where Red
That's
Harvey Titan's pet scheme. Their emblem is a rabbit. This thing went through so many variations. Here's the full armor version.
Wait, that's not the full.
oh my god, they got the Noel Gundam.
Here.
The Nobel Gundam.
Noel Gundam, yes. Sailor Moon Gundam.
Hey, Steam Ribbon.
So, fun fact, even the power jacket, that's not the full armor form? Yeah. That body, remember how I said this was a Jim with a Gundam head? See, it was testing a bunch of equipment from the extra armor to the Gundam head. This is, for all intents and purposes, a Jim 12 that got kind of performance gradually boosted over time with the additional stuff they slapped onto it. You should know that Jim 12 is there because it is basically the development of the Jim custom. Itself a development of the Gundam Allen.
Yeah!
This is why Alice actually does have some of its DNA in the Mark II. Just hilariously enough, the Mark II is actually easier to pilot than the Alice, despite being more technologically advanced and higher performance. Also, that Mark III you mentioned, that red one, see, after the Gundam Mark II was created by the Titans from the Hazel's development data, the Anti-Earth Union Group, AU for short, captured 3 of the 4 produced units. 2 of those units were sent to Anaheim Electronics, who then studied the frame inside and developed a simplified version, creating the Mark III. The Mark III continued the Mark II's idea of don't bother with the heavy armor, beam standards everywhere, gotta go fast.
It's the Sonic the Hedgehog of mold.
You can see a little bit of early Zeta in there too, because this is effectively the part of it must the same way the Zeta was developed from the Mark II, so too was the Mark III. So they kind of bled into each other. Like the Mark II, there were at least 4 known Mark III units produced. One of which was painted red and intended to be given to AU's ace pilot, Quattro Bagina, aka Star Admiral. Yes, I know what that big name you adopted is, and no, I'm not repeating it. Another one was meant for ace pilot Andre Ray. and the other two were basically protecting. I was overjoyed when I managed to get my hands on an HD Gundam Mark III. I do have it stored somewhere in my room, I just gotta find it again. I was even happier when the Gundam Centurion had Celtrum was shown off in Build Banner 3 Rise, because I knew it was only a matter of time before that they got reverse engineered into a Mark III, the same way that had the Justice Knight got reverse engineered into an Infinite Justice.
Yep.
As for the Gundam Mark II, well... the moment that I'll have it for you somewhere. That's a Mark II. Forgive the gif, I know it's silly.
I whip my arms back and forth. I whip my arms back and forth.
Doing the noodle arms.
I whip my shield back. I whip my shield back.
So, you want to know why the Mark II is one of my favorite mobile suits of the Universal Century? The sheer amount of shit it lived through. Like, I want you to keep in mind, the Gundam, the original Gundam, the R78, was state-of-the-art, top of the line when it rolled out. And it was kind of outdated by the standards of its war in the span of a few weeks to a month or two. The Gundam Mark II was a paradox of being state-of-the-art in terms of the inner frame units throughout its body, but also outdated for the type of cockpit they used and the armor they used for it. It was developed to be a testing bed for what future mobile suits for Titans and the Earth Federation could be, which is why they didn't really actually make it for combat. It was just meant to test some weapons systems. So they didn't see the need to give it actual combat-ready armor made of Luna Titanium, later renamed Gundarium alloy. They made this stuff with the same armor materials they put on their regular Jin. This thing was both state-of-the-art and outdated at the same time, and it survived 3 separate wars.
Probably. I wasn't paying attention. Mario.
Are these actual people or
NPC.
Oh, they've said wars, believe me.
Remember, there was an NPC who was sexist. Yo, AJ, what's up?
Hater, you have a spot in the group now? I'm kidding. It's good to have you, okay?
Oh no. This is why we don't play around with words!
Don't worry, he's the friendly Jamato. He's a Pikmin. We're all
I
good.
totally misread your tag title. My dyslexic mind thought it said Vulture's Gate 3.
That's funny.
That is very funny.
Alright. Now I can show you the Mark II proper.
Apparently, Soldier Speed 3 has mechs now.
気合い入れていくよやりましょう
Finally.
Yeah, I love that.
とりゃ
Yeah, it really breathes new life into the game.
Wait a minute. The guy in the suit of armor, that was foreshadowing the Canada expansion.
So, these are the two canonical color schemes for the Gundam Mark II. Anti-Earth Union Group colors on the left, Titan's colors on the right.
Oh, chat, I'm just gonna get again. Oh no, no. You think that gif's funny?
敵が出てきたよ
Vegas, you seen all of the Kaiser, right?
Yes. Well, mostly.
It was in the earliest, and okay, there's a couple of gifts that didn't be funny. One was when I think it was when Gallon joined, and he was holding Setcan, and he just threw him. Now the other ones is where you have Zen Kaiser and Zen Kaiser cover their helmeted ears.
Oh yeah!
Those gifts always get me.
やったな
If you set can't pick you up, you're done.
Pretty much.
Okay, there you go. And the thing, the end of the level boss isn't even here yet.
当てる
He working, yeah.
And we'll be seeing one of my favorite mobile suits, or rather mobile fighters, in a moment. Once they do show up, assuming is that this isn't a, oh, special stuff has shown up today.
If you're talking about the Rising Gundam, it's right there on the floor.
Well, yeah, but I'm referring to something a bit shinier.
Oh.
すぐに行くからやったな
Oh, the knight?
Know what you totally defeated?
Oh no.
さない
Wait,
Honestly, I think some of the power shooters,
wait a minute. You might actually be onto something there.
いただき
I want to say yes, but at the same time, I feel like simple rematches and whatever else. And
すぐに行くから
I
That's like saying, oh wait, how do you fight the bugs in Iraq? You can't avoid
I mean, it worked to keep the changelings away until they reformed.
more like Great Shadow.
頑張ろうね
it. How about no?
I've actually played Raid
That's
Shadow.
about everybody.
I actually have it on my phone. I've played it. It's okay.
Oh, the internet will get
It is okay.
What I meant was,
Might want to use that health stick if you got there. There you go.
Great Shadow.
Also, sorry for the backseat damage. Or the I have this pattern of so every time it immediately loads up, I just use it. When it goes back to charging, then when it stops charging thing, I use it again because I take a lot of hits too.
Also, you were saying, sorry?
Yeah, great shadow necklace.
I just imagine like a stealth crew of like Ragnarok troops or grunts, or even just like a bunch of like tofu ninjas with just cans of raid ready to fight.
Someone walks into the room, turns on the light, there's a bunch of bug ninja that immediately goes scattering. Yep, you got ninjas.
Bug
Oh, it is
ninja.
a special day today. Okay.
Okay.
So that Sunny Gold one is the Sumo, a mobile suit from Tornado Gundam that was typically seen by the Moonray forces. Used by the Moonray forces, I mean. The other one is the Gundam from Vertigo, I believe it was? From Gundam X. And there's a Destiny in here too? Where'd that come from?
I don't know.
You could say it's desperate.
Maybe this is the reason why the mission is harder than it should be.
Yeah. We apparently stumbled into one where special values showed up.
Okay,
So, fun fact, you can choose to retire the mission and still collect the parts you already grabbed.
just did.
Also, I got hit with 5 consecutive ads.
Oh no.
I'm on 4 of 5 right now.
Wait, let's be happy you don't get a 2-hour long ad.
Oh, please,
That-
no.
Don't
No,
think
not
those.
2 hour. I should be saying 20 hour, because I got that once. And
Wait, why?
Yes, I once got a 20-hour long ad.
20.
Yes,
Was it a singular ad or a bunch of those put together?
one.
That sounds illegal.
Torture!
If I can find it again, I'll even post it in chat.
20 hours?
No.
That's torture.
I was going to stick it out because this was I got it when I was just waking up, so I didn't really realize how long it actually was. I sat there for the first hour thinking, wait a minute, shouldn't it be over by now? I went and it again. Oh, flies off!
How about this instead? While I've got this here. Bear, you want to build that Adele?
Not at the moment. I'm trying to figure something out here.
20-hour ad. That just sounds illegal.
It should be.
Hold on, I actually want to make sure I'm not going crazy here. YouTube.
I'm gonna finally jump into a mission of my own.
Be fine.
So you
Okay, I didn't find the one that I was hit with, but someone got hit with a Physing 25 day.
25! What?
a month-long ad? Seriously?
What the
Oh my god!
That's no. I refuse.
What sadistic fuck thought that was a good idea?
I reject this reality.
I wish I could substitute my own.
That's legit torture.
Like, that should be illegal.
In every sense.
Like, there is a special ring in hell for 25-day ads.
What in the world could they possibly promote for a month?
What kind of crack are they coking?
I'm actually tearing up for that one.
So, I'm taking my Destiny Gundam Helios, which is all Master Grade scale, by the way, into my next extreme difficulty mission. I've been slowly going through these. Chapter 3, Mission 5.
Jerry, look in spoilers. Fix the wheels. It's moved already.
Yeah, just boom booms on some steps.
I like
Speaking of the Destiny Helios, would you like to see what it looks like?
I like the orange and black weapons.
Yeah. Although it's funny that they're saying blacks is a rod when that looks much like a sword.
I mean, not the first time that they've had something like that happen.
Also, like,
You know,
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like a flathead screwdriver.
yeah.
Also, every time Gundam has a heat rod that is clearly a whip,
Oh yeah. Just some boom booms on some steps since they're gonna be having the first episode already this weekend.
So it says hot spot, so I wonder if that has anything to do with
yes.
why it was so
When
hard.
when it's talking about a hotspot, it means that there's special full mobile suits and stuff there that you wouldn't normally see. And so the difficulty is going to be all that much higher.
Alright, moving on to a different mission.
You should have gotten a Gym Command head out of that last one, so maybe you could check.
Fuck.
Already went into the missions?
Yep.
So, gentlemen, the Destiny Helios.
Yeah, see, everything is so much easier now.
I want to get myself another hybrid Destiny just so I can make this custom mode. But I would need more than just a high grade. I would need some lavender paint. There's some very pale lavender all over the mobile screen. But I didn't say it would be hard, just that it would be a material I need to get before I can start.
Ah.
But yeah, I was inspired by the color scheme of the Helios Gundams, since one of the parts of the aforementioned Helios is a Destiny Gundam style head. I was also partially inspired by the unique color scheme of the Rising Freedom Gundam, which is very similar to that of the Helios, which, funny enough, used Freedom Gundam's wings. Now, there is a set of alternate equipment I wanted to set up for him. I built an alternate backpack that I just need to get leveled up and get the right stats on. Are you familiar with the Strike Freedom Gundam?
Say with it or not.
I managed to make a Master Grade Strike Freedom Gundam backpack by developing one of my Master Grade Freedom Gundam backpacks. Because I have a feeling I'm gonna need those.
Oh, she said it again.
I was like, what made you freak out like that?
I think she said it twice, actually.
You were ready. That sounds like legit torture.
That can't be legal.
It's immoral as all get out. It's disgusting.
Even scorers say that's too much. What?
What? Was this on YouTube?
Yes.
I've achieved a strange sense of tranquil feeling right now.
Mekumon can now achieve no, I was thinking of what's the what was Drive's second form? Type Wild.
Type wild. Type wild.
This is why I've started. If an ad ever plays, I would leave the video and go back into it, and no matter how many times the ad plays, that just gives up.
Make your mom experience this tranquil fury, and I'm just like, I'm experiencing regular.
Mekumon is experiencing Tranquil Fury. Meanwhile, you haven't been genuine. You're ready to go.
I'm
I
ready
have
to go win.
somehow transformed my Gundam into Hybrid.
I got my zombie figure ready to go with this one.
Like in G Gundam, hypermotive achieves when you manages to acquire a serene state of mind, clarity of thought. Tranquil Fury is pure rage with clarity of thought.
It's the G self. We talked about it before on SC Battle Alliance.
SC Battle Alliance. Back when it was still Giant Robot Week instead of We Dig Giant Robots.
Yep.
I am now beating the ever-loving tar out of cloned Master Gundams and Gapland with a sword that a beam sword that paradoxically freezes opponents.
よーミサ新しいチームメンバー
I'm smacking them with a fire so hot, like so cold it
資金も
burns
技
or
術
something
も
to
ある
that
ところは
effect.
全
おいシミルこんなところで
分かってるよ元チームメンバーじゃあな
Because
ミサ
my
決勝まで
the
残
Destiny
り
Gundam Arendite that I'm
悪い
using
ねお嬢ちゃん方
is
いえむ
it's
しろ
got
あ
the
りがとう
critical
おっと
effect,
失礼
so it freezes
俺はハイム
opponents.
ロボティ
ハイムロ
なんか目つき怖いよ嬢
Which,
ちゃ
by
ん
the way, Why is it
じゃあ
called
俺
Brindle?
も仕事
It's
ハイムロボティクスって地元
I
じゃみん
don't
な知
know
って
what
る
that
ロボ
means.
去年のタウンカップ優勝チーム
There's probably like a technical reason as to why. It's like there's like a deep reason behind it, but I'm too stupid to go deep into that thought.
So basically, if you've ever seen Gundam Build Fighters proper, the Exia Dark Matter, the one sword that throws the Star Build Strike on contact, that's what
Yeah.
this thing does. I'm gonna be real though. Destiny Helios was almost a Destiny Emerald. But I thought, let's use something other than green for a change. See how that works. And it turns out, white, blue, and lavender work really well together. So much so that the pink beam blade on the sword and the green bullets on the beam machine gun here are actually kind of jarring.
I had to make sure just in case someone actually did go to this car. Thankfully they didn't, but I googled. I went to YouTube and searched for a year-long ad. Thankfully, it does not exist.
Now, that would be a crime against humanity and worthy of, at the very least, life in prison. How would you even film that?
A year-long ad. When it's for the whole Rising Tokyo show. Just for an ad.
Like, genuine question. For ads that hellishly long, how would you even film that? And if it's animated, oh, those poor fucking animators.
Just look what I put on my Gundam's face.
What the fuck is that?
That's a GS drive!
Oh my god.
The builder's parts call it a solar reactor. That was the alternate name they had in the show.
Horn.
More horns.
A V-fin on your V-fin. Yo, dog, I heard you like V-fins.
When the five horns cross, the golden soldier Bowser is born. Oh god, when you think about it, Kaiba could make his own 1,000 driver.
Let's not. I don't need to think of him with his own fucking 1,000 driver.
What did I walk back in on?
Nothing.
Apparently Seto Kaiba could make a Kamen Rider driver.
I mean,
When the five...
Kaiba's technically a driver, so
Oh yeah, he did voice one.
because he was the Veil driver. He was Veil.
When the five blue eyes unite, the white soldier Kaiba Man is born.
I'm assuming that, like, the original Blue Eyes and two Dragon Spirits of White, there were Blue Eyes alternative White Dragons because... Woo!
No. Sorry, here's the thing. Wake up, White. Go, Blue Eyes, White Dragon.
Oh, great, we got Providence Gundams now? Take those 47 beam cannons of yours out of here!
Although, if we're going up like the Zaya 1000, it'd be like, when the three dragons cross, the Lord of White, Seto Kaiba, is born. Presented by Kaiba Man.
So there was this AI voice parody series that started off as just Yu-Gi-Oh characters doing structure deck tier lists, and eventually started developing its own plot.
You mentioned this.
Yeah.
During one of the episodes, while Joey, Merrick was there. I think Merrick was there for a little bit. Mai was there. They're talking about a blue-eyed structure deck at one point. And upon talking about certain cards, Joey brings up how some of them feel like major ego trips. He brings up Kaiba Man for an example.
Yeah.
And Seto Kaiba insists, I didn't have that card made. Joey refuses to believe this and goes on a long-winded rant about how it is the most self-centered, egotistical, dumbass idea he's ever heard. And as he's doing that, you see Mokuba entering the room, only for her Kaiba to cut him off, screaming, "Wheeler!" Mokuba, in a fit of sadness, just quietly says he's gonna leave. And Seto says this: the only thing worse than a moron is a moron who thinks he knows what he's talking about.
Wow. I'm the goddamn Kaiba Man.
It turns out, Mokuba was the one who had the card made. He had some money left over from his birthday, and he wanted to do something nice for Seto because he views Seto as a kind of superhero.
And then in the anime, and then we would see him duel Jade in the anime and GX.
I mean, he's constantly getting rescued by Seto, so...
Technically, even back before the kidnapping started, Seto swooped in like a superhero and saved him from a harsher life than he had prior. And to think, all he had to do was cheat in a chess game.
All because Gozenberg Kaiba was free.
I am not kidding. In the original manga, they actually clarified Seto cheated at that chess game.
Although it's funny, I think I've only...
何か必要
I think I only have one copy of Kaiba Man. I've never done anything with it.
ゲームで
I
役
think
立
I've
つ
got
ア
a
イテム
copy
だ
of
よ
it somewhere. I just never bothered using it because it just doesn't work
これは
very
レン
well
タ
with
ル
my
男
deck.
性タイプのノ
Despite
ー
being
マル
a
スー
blue
ツ
deck.
型アバターだね
Yep, thing I'm really
こ
one
れ
for
は
red,
レ
I'm
ン
more
タ
for
ルだ
red
から
eyes, so of course
今
I
着
would
てい
use
るもの
Kaiba
は
Man.
返却されるよ
What's funny is that in that same thing, though, after her Seto and Mokuba leave, and Joey chases after her, trying to apologize to Mokuba, I'll give Joey that. He was attempting to make things right. But, the Pharaoh and Mai have this mild discussion about how it's...
じゃ戻ろっか
Yeah, Mai's like, I could have sworn I could have sworn Kaiba actually had that made, and Yugi clarifies, no, that was Mokuba. He views his big brother as a superhero, so he had the card made. Begged Pegasus to do it and everything. Pegasus just couldn't say no.
Mokuba deserves to have a good life in this franchise.
He deserves to be happy, damn it.
Plus, I think Maximilian Pegasus is just trying to make up for the fact that he kidnapped him.
Yeah.
That's a
Can't rip
big
his soul
factor.
out. Kidnapped him, trapped him in a dungeon for a few weeks, ripped his soul out and placed it in a trading card.
Alright, this mission has the GM command space, so I'm gonna go with this.
I don't know why. I just had this silly thought of we have a Kaiba man for Lewis when we get in Joey man.
I mean, we kind of did, but it's not for Red Eye. May I introduce you to Birdman Joe?
What?
Yeah, there's a Joey the equivalent to Kaiba Man for Harpy.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Birdman Joe. No,
Gee, I wonder why.
good thing, what's that?
What's even funnier is that they acknowledge this bond between Joey and Bai and T in the AI voice tape parody fight. See, the story that follows eventually has them go into Duel Academy, where thanks to winning a game of Monopoly, he and thusly winning a bet against Mokuba in that game, they make constant jokes about Joey's luck and how it's just bullshit how he keeps winning. So, Joey ends up paying a card from mine, which he considers a favor to be repaid by letting my bar. The card she ended up borrowing, so she didn't want it paid, Joey told her, look, it's just to make things even. The card she borrowed was time limited. When their opponent ended up cheating so much, because evidently the Germans that the Pharaoh was sensing was his enemies coming from beyond time and space, multiversal travel, timelines and shit. It ended up as, what was his name? Aster Phoenix, the other hero guy.
Yeah, Aster.
Aster and mine in a 2-on-1 duel against Paradox on the Box Beyond Time meeting. Paradox cheated so badly that like so freaky obviously, that he changed the way the cards work mid-duel so that I was about to pay the amount of life points equal to the attack of his most powerful monster, which at that point was 4,000 plus, in order to summon anything from their usual archetype. That's what mine brings out Time Wizard. Because of the Time Wizard's capability of backfiring, Paradox is more so laughing at this transparent gamble than actually doing anything to stop it. And as the timer lets going, and Joey sees this happening after finishing his own duel, he just comments, "No, mind me, I'm just gonna stand a little closer to mine." The time roulette initially lands on a skull, but the instant Joey steps within range, it suddenly shifts to the time vortex.
Oh, yeah.
It legit changed the result because Joey happened to walk closer.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's good.
It was hilarious. Mine was about to lose. She got the skull result on the dial. And then Joey just happens to walk closer and it changes on its own.
Okay, man, don't look to do anything wrong. Here.
Somehow my beam saber switched back to the one with the fencing.
You were going through this and I noticed one that I like. That's the little red. That was what we have. That.
Don't question why my giant robot isn't a giant fire.
Except these things.
Yes! Dash! Orange!
I was thinking Go Rotor, but that works too. No, I know why he's in a tire. Ayakoka!
Taya Koka! Time! Speed!
Nice drop.
No, he just waited till after there's his house and then
So you were saying about that?
that hurts.
Oh, the strike rouge.
Wait, are you wait. What do you
It
mean?
wasn't a part of Zap, but Zap was Gundam Seed.
No, hold on. Were you talking? Because I was looking through player outfits earlier.
Oh yeah, the pilot.
Yeah.
I like that. Not fair.
So, in Zap, red pilot suits tend to be the mark of aces. So if you're an ace pilot, you wear red.
So what you're saying is, I gotta join Zap, become an ace pilot, and then I get to wear red.
Yes.
Let's hope
Where
you're
do I
a coordinator.
Where do I?
If you want to be the star of the stars, they give that soon.
Hey, you have got a second for it.
It's Jedi!
I'll say this much. Let's hope you're a coordinator.
Otherwise, you're fucked.
Because Zap, their military, like... Okay, so in Gundam Seed, Zap is the military for the key colonies called... Their government is called Clan, which is an acronym for something I can't be bothered to recall off the top of my head.
Because it's seed. Because it's seed. No one knows.
So, their stick is that living in the colonies are what's called coordinators. Humans genetically modified in the fetal stage to be as, quote, genetically perfect as possible. Basically try to make them hardy enough to survive in a limited space. That military employs coordinators exclusively. And throughout Gundam Seed and a good chunk into Destiny, well, more so original Gundam Seed, they were fighting to exterminate natural-born humans without the genetic tampering, as a sort of racial purge.
You can't have Gundam without something horrendous.
This was done effectively in retaliation for the Naturals and the Alliance trying to do the same to them.
Right. We don't understand it, so we're gonna kill it.
It was an attempt to modernize the original Gundam, where instead of utilizing a World War II style politics to get your point across, they tried to tackle a more relevant issue, rampant racism.
And genocide.
And then there was this one crazy motherfucker named Rala Crusade who... His story is beyond wacky. So, Rala Crusade is a clone of a very, very horrible man. I was about to call him something I didn't want to say on screen.
Mustache?
Something that began with C, but
Ooh.
I have standards.
Ooh. Like,
So,
I swear like a sailor, but even I don't use that word.
yeah. The person in question that got cloned was like, he claimed he has high standards, and he was so disappointed with his son, Lula Flaga, that he eventually decided, I'm gonna give myself a perfect son by just cloning myself. Screw the kid and his now deceased mother.
Oh, good lord!
God!
Oh, hello.
So, the thing is, the clone wasn't perfect either. Through the nature of cloning technology in the cosmic era, he was suffering from gradual degeneration that left him in constant pain and needing medication to keep that at bay. Eventually, his mind just snapped, and he decided he was the sole individual fit to judge the entirety of humanity, and concluded that humanity must be driven extinct because it is in their nature to do horrible things to themselves and everyone around them. His end goal for Gundam Seed was widespread human extinction. Natural coordinator doesn't matter. If you're human, you're dead.
I didn't get the Gundam. I didn't get the GM Space Head.
But you might be able to sell some of the spare parts for the cash necessary to just buy it from the shop.
Actually, I think I have enough cash to get it right now.
And the best part is, if you decide to do so, you could choose to buy the kit from the shop and then sell all the parts back that you don't need. I am not kidding. I've done that. It's actually really helpful because it helps make back some of the money you spent on the kit.
なんつって
So, it would just
これ
be
にするんだね
easier to steal
It'd
the
be-
separate suit.
It would be easier to steal the pilot suit, yes. And a mobile suit for that matter. See, there's an alternative nickname for the cosmic era that the fandom lovingly uses. Grand Theft Gundam.
Mm-hmm.
I am not exaggerating when I say the list of mobile suits that haven't been stolen is significantly shorter than the list of ones that have.
Like, take a non-alcoholic shot for every time a mobile suit gets stolen.
Because if you drink alcohol, you're gonna die within the first, like...
30 seconds.
Yeah.
Assuming you're just reading them off a list. Like, here's an example. In episode 1, like the first 2 episodes, episodes 1 and 2, which you can count as like an hour-length first episode, we have 5 stolen Gundams.
Do I hear 6?
I clarify 5 because the 5th one is a technicality.
Let's change out this damn saber.
So, on the peaceful colony of Heliopolis, the Earth Alliance, with the help of one of the many technology companies in Orb, Morgan rates, Orb being, I can't believe it's not Japan, it totally is Japan, it's Japan's self-insert OC in this universe. They developed 5 mobile suits they called G-Weapons that would eventually gain the name Gundam based on their operating system. Because if there's one thing Gundam Seed is infamous for, it's attempting to shoehorn acronyms into the name Gundam at every opportunity. There's no less than 4 different Gundam operating systems that use the name Gundam for their acronym. 2 of which are damn near identical.
Davis head, a round head, and the demon striker. 47, I'm assuming, beam cannons? That's a lot.
So the Providence Gundam, one of the mobile suits from the later part of Gundam Seed, has a ring of dragoons on its back,
Maybe tell me.
Between the ones on its back and the ones on its side and back skirts, each one having multiple beam cannons, it comes up to a grand total of 47 cannons of beam spam. It is a very high firepower mobile suit. Also a very power-hungry one, but I digress. So, remember that dual Gundam?
Yeah.
That was one of the 5 that got stolen in the first 2 episodes.
No one took to play Yu-Gi-Oh!
I've heard people compare the Strike Gundam to the RX-78-2, and while I do agree that it serves a similar role, I'd honestly argue that in design it's closer to the Gundam Pixie. Because without any backpacks, it is a ground-type mobile suit with his high mobility that uses his knives for its primary melee. As opposed to the Gundam Pixie, which is a ground-type high-mobility mobile suit that has super speedy on land and uses a pair of beam daggers. The Dual Gundam, in terms of its actual build, is closer to the original RX-78 than the Strike Gundam.
I can't remember how I had what I did for this head. Whatever, it has a head now, it's fine.
The other machines were the original Strike Gundam, as opposed to the Strike Rouge, which came later. The Blitz Gundam, the Aegis Gundam, and the Buster Gundam. The Aegis, Dual, Buster, and Blitz were stolen by Zap pilots, who happened to get word of the development of these mobile suits. The 5th one was technically stolen by protagonist Kira Yamato, despite the fact that he then decided to ally himself with the Earth forces just to keep himself and his friends alive at the time. He did technically steal the machine. A few episodes later, the Strike would be stolen again, or at least another character would attempt to steal it, in an attempt to make himself more useful to the crew of the Archangels and Kira, out of just some kind of need to feel needed.
Okay, man?
Huh?
Okay, man?
Yeah. Getting a little tired.
But you get my point. It gained its name Grand Theft Gundam with good reason. So, on a positive note about these machines, the Dual Gundam, Bear actually has to develop I guess, respect for the machine when I showed him what it was capable of. Particularly, its assault shroud configuration. The assault shroud was an elaborate reference to the Alex Gundam's combat armor. As well as the various full armor Gundams. In an attempt to keep up with advancing technology, the Dual Gundam was outfitted with its exterior armor for better turret defense, and new weapons mounted into that armor, like a missile launcher and a railgun.
I forgot how fucking beefy I made this one. Like, exactly.
I'll have to just look in direction and just move now.
Like, alright, I've got sub-arms for shields. I've got, Mega Particle Cannon, large beam cannon plus 6-tube missile pod, twin beam rifle, head Vulcan, rocket launcher, and a missile pod.
That's the kitchen sink while you're at it?
This one, I'm just gonna have to challenge you to go through one of these missions with a vanilla gym.
And that's not even counting like my EX stuff. I have shot barrage, twin beam rifle slash Tempest. Like, the Alex R full is like... This thing is ready to go.
It is a beast.
Like, all you have to do is sneeze and then just a wave of destruction.
And the final form Shining Emerald Gundam is basically a unicorn level full cycle frame mobile suit. So like, put the two of us together on a mission and we will level the target.
Technically, this isn't even...
And it just means...
This isn't even his final form. Because there's still the Alex Rebirth.
And then just cut to me in the very background being like, I'm not needed here. These guys got this.
No, you're in the background with a ball.
Oh. No, I'm in like a custom Wyndham or something.
Like, it just showed me making one wrecking shop with our most destructive Gundams, and you in a Wyndham in the back just going, I'm gonna go get my coffee. You guys got this.
Really, like, then make the jump, like, cut, yeah, like, being a justice or something. I'd like to, like, cut to me in the coffee, just eating popcorn, watching you guys break out.
Like, big old bucket of popcorn, a massive fizz soda, and the cup holder that your cockpit inexplicably has.
Good, it's good TV right here.
I mean, hell, my Gundam cockpit has a cup holder.
Me and Jim enjoying popcorn.
Like, we're always there for this, like, we're always there just to be like, oh yeah, we were there too, I guess.
And from my unit specifically, there is the excess of psychotic laughter.
Oh no.
From my unit, from my specific unit, you just hear, come on! Give me a real challenge!
And I'm just like, you got this, guys! Woo!
You call that a fight?
We never defend their ass. Because, oh yeah, no, we're in a squad of 4. Never to anyone else. Yeah, no, we're a squad of 2 and the other just watch.
More from board. Like your target's like one shot in, like, hey, I got something!
And then I just dash in with a giant, with a Gundam-sized metal chair.
Oh god! god, he's got the chair!
And there comes a giant fist!
気合い入れていくよ
Any Lobos people have noise.
Why do I hear boss music?
No, you don't hear that noise. Urging soul.
No, to go off what Nickmon said. Why do you hear boss music and why does it sound like bears growling?
Why does it sound like bears growling in Latin?
Bears growling in Latin?
Why am I hearing butterfly in
Backwards
Latin?
Latin. Happy backwards Latin.
Backwards Latin.
Why do I hear butterfly in Latin?
Oh, hey!
Oh no!
There's another Alex! And another one! Hey, buddy! Oh!
Family reunions were always bad.
気をつけて
If I had to put us all in, if I had to put us all in, let's say, Gundam Destiny is too, I think I know who gets what. I'm definitely putting Jerry in Infinite Justice, because of course. I'm keeping the Destiny. I'm putting Bear in the Strike Freedom, and I'm putting Taro in the Akatsuki. The Akatsuki Gundam, much like the Yakushiki, is covered in a shining gold anti-beam coating. It ain't foolproof, but combine that coating with its sensors and any beam shot that's fired at you gets absorbed by the armor and then redirected back at wherever the sensor targets. You are an anti-beam mirror.
Okay, so teleport on the 3 AM thoughts.
You're looking for what website?
Okay, Smash it on the third one has to be Jared. Why would I get called out for this? The newbie who got way too lucky on a hard assignment. Excuse me. They're Jerry. They're acting Jerry. I'm like, why be specific?
Also, there, you know I had to do it.
What'd you do?
Quotes.
Oh, that's good though.
What did you put in quotes?
Why do I hear bears growling in Latin? Why do I hear butterfly in Latin? That's pretty good.
That's good.
over here as Gridman. We're gonna sit this out.
Yeah, you guys got this.
Like, I'm just here to enjoy the show.
Me and a Gundam. Me and this Gundam. Just blasting everything the Kingdom Come and doing wrestling moves.
You know, just like I cut the comms and just hear like you like yelling and screaming another victory to make you mind just hear utter laughter. I'm like, oh, he's having fun.
That's just incomes. Hey, we're just gonna head to the store real quick. You two want anything?
A raspberry tea would be lovely, thank you.
Root beer
And then
for
just Go
me.
back to your manic laughter. no, to make them on you say that. They go back to your manic laughter.
As I repeatedly bonk a 2 enemy unit heads together, like coconuts.
We come back with the drinks and it's like, oh hey, they're still going.
You two are still going? We've been going for an hour.
Yeah, just stop, they're already dead.
An hour? I thought it's only been 5 minutes.
Damn, I went ham on the rebirth.
Oh god.
You're just like so battle hungry, like or deep in the fight, like your sense of time is just completely fucked.
My sense of time is already fucked.
I live in a perpetual Sunday, my guy. I have no time.
Perpetual Sunday.
Like, we joke, but I legit have that kind of issues with my perception of time.
I like this bit. Hey, better than us going about freaking Ultraman crucifixions last night, huh, Vegas?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what?
So the SH figure art Ace Killer figure comes with a bunch of like extra stuff. 5 of which are crosses.
This sounds familiar. Have we been here before? I think we've been here before.
I think we've been here before.
But yeah, you can recreate the iconic moment of seeing 5 Ultra. When we got to that figure news, that's all we were going off of. And then what's even funnier, according to Vegas, that was only a one-off thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we get accessories of Transformers all the time that are like, they only did this once in the show.
Well, it's not just that. Ace Killer was only in 1 episode.
Howdy.
Yeah.
Seems like I'm a little bit late. I was really busy setting up my new phone.
Hey, Epsilon. Well, what you missed
Something spectacular.
something spectacular because I showed off my my Alex R units.
Something spectacular and the Alexander.
Hey.
Kidding.
So, well, first of all, I have Gundam Lucifer.
Which I maintain is still a better looking and better built mobile suit than what Red tried to make with that name.
Gundam Kuga, Ultraman, Gundam B, Alex R, the Alex R full, B1 D13, Alex Rebirth, the Birdie Proto, B1, B13 version 1, and then Gundam Racer. But this is the first iteration of the Elixir. Uses you know, the Gundam Alex painted black, and then the quote-unquote full armor version is packed to the gills with weapons. Like,
Also, evidently possessing gills.
what?
Packed to the gills with weapons.
Oh, yeah.
I said also evidently possessing gills.
And now we have the Alex Rebirth, which I am about to send out on a mission to see how broken I made this.
Bighorn and Bear just tearing up the battlefield. Meanwhile, me and Jerry.
What is your moral support?
What's Jerry?
The best part was like, why didn't your boss get a noisy bears growling back when it's laughing? It's like cue this most dramatic, like just grand boss music playing while you two are fighting, and just cuts to like this easy casual music for me and Taro just
Elevator music.
Elevator music. Like, I'm just like sitting down, like with my beam rifle ready, just in case I get one free shot in.
Otherwise, you're just playing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time on your mobile suit OS.
It's like me and Bart can play like Mario Kart or something, or waiting units not fighting.
You're just waiting for the screaming to stop.
Waiting for the screaming and manic laughter to stop, and it's like, oh hey guys, we're done.
In my mobile suit has like the head and spine of another mobile suit in its hand.
Yeah, like we see that and we're like, you keep on having fun.
What an adorable little psychotic gremlin.
He's playing with the severed head and spine of another man. Ain't that adorable?
The more you say it like that, the more I'm getting mental image of this is just
Fucked. 5 ways to Friday.
Thank you.
You know what MakeBond did that? He said it was 5 nights of so.
Hey, I ain't going back there. I don't want to get possessed again.
I'd rather not have an entire weighted everything, thank you.
They just carry super servers full of holy water. You'll be fine.
Was the portals even used?
Yes.
We did.
Remember, Talon had
That's
one.
how I got onto that.
He brought a super soaker full of holy water.
And Felix got shot with it, which is how he got onto that.
リーダー機が出てきたよ。 外さない。
Look at this chaos!
But literally, this game Jerry still have your back bench somewhere. Like it's where it's the sandbox.
That's like,
It's not as bad as the Alex R full, but it's still bad.
like it gets like two other mobile suits on top of like the rock, on top of rock sitting down, just waiting for you to stop killing, just waiting. Just like it took time while you were on the attack.
Everything around that Jerry, like, hey,
Your mic is being a little weird.
it's Calvin is talking to a fan, man.
It's really on in the background for me.
So, for the Stephanie Helios code, my type 2 here, I swapped out the Destiny's arms for a pair of Turne Gundam arms, and the backpack for the Strike Freedom. And now for a new shield, since I no longer have one because I fucked out the arm.
Oh my god, I am on a Mega Rider.
One of the many attempts to keep the Gundam Mark II relevant during King Double Zeta.
You're no longer the tire. If anything, you upgrade.
Mm-hmm. Now on one of those bikes from Mega Man X.
Oh, the Ride Chaser?
Yeah. Oh, we did?
Oh, oh yeah, the song gets one.
I swear, if the next Right Comics character is fighting Cavalry, twice yes.
I love how we're like, oh, they're maybe all based off main riders, right? Proceeds to throw that out of the freaking window.
Like, only like, what, 3 of them have been based off main riders? Well, no, 4.
You can pull from anywhere.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Well, the second is what's her name? I know I just watched the movie.
Oh, Muse?
No,
Muse? I still love the fact that... Sorry. I was just gonna say, I still love the fact that Misaka was like, don't you remember we were friends? And then Mari just goes, that's not the real one! And Takumi's just like, real or not, I'm gonna kick his ass.
I mean, remember in Zeno when they dealt with out of 5 is Takumi and Kisaka are kind of buddy-buddy now.
which was really weird.
Yeah, because it's Takumi and Kisaka. They are nowhere near being friendly. Then again, Gio did a lot of weird things to certain characters, so...
Okay, so in Geo, if I remember correctly, Sogo, when he acquired the blade Ride-Watch, he both Blade and Chalice were turned human, yes?
Well, another blade absorbed that from them before he got the right watch.
Excuse me, no. They were both turned human by the end, yes?
Oh, they changed back.
Yes, at the end of that.
I'm pretty sure they changed back by the end. Although I could be completely wrong.
I want to say they got to stay human.
Anyway,
Yeah. I only want
that was the Alex
Ceiling.
rebirth.
that. Jeez.
Not as broken as the Alex R full, but pretty damn
It's
close.
still broken.
Yep.
It's just broken enough.
It's just broken enough to work. Anyway, so yeah, that has been We Dig Giant Robots.
Woo!
Starting probably tomorrow, if Chocobo comes over, we will be back to our usual shenanigans.
Yeah.
Which will be Near Replicant on Monday, My Friendly Neighborhood on Tuesday and Thursday, Neo The World Ends With You on Wednesday, and then Super Mario RPG on Friday.
When are we going back to SRW actually?
Probably when we finish My Friendly Neighborhood.
Right.
Yeah, because we haven't done Robot Wars for a while.
Yeah. That's also because like not everyone's been able to show up. So
True.
like everyone's been busy. Anyway, thank you all for watching. We Dig Giant Robots. This was a blast to do.
It was.
What?
It was.
I thought you. I could have sworn you said it wasn't. And yeah, like I said, we'll be back to our usual shenanigans starting probably tomorrow with Night in the Woods. And if not, Near Replicant on Monday. So, until then, this has been Vegas Bear 92.
Make Kumon.
Sir J. Lots.
And we will see you guys on the next stream. Alright? Peace.
Adieu.
Bonk.
Goodbye!
Bears chanting in Latin.